Welcome in, gentlemen. Quite the sell-off, starting at 7. And again at 7:44, no news. We should verify that because it could be anything random. Wow, what a move, huh? What a move overnight there. Found a bottom. Where was this bottom found here? Correlated to the 12th. That low. Previous day low is right here. We never got to previous day high. Already stretched to the low side there. Quickly get a look at the daily. Yeah, overall, I think we're pretty bearish. I imagine we'll get some reaction somewhere. How strong is this opening print price? 30 right here. Opening print price was the 28.50s. We're up about 100 points. Sold off into the pre-market. Found some structure. Getting a push again. Yeah. Again, I think we're looking overall kind of pretty bullish and bearish. Split the difference. Let's see here. This is $21.99. Okay. Off the 10s there on the EMA. Expecting a reaction. Thinking about trying along here on the EMA. First 15 minutes hasn't been put in yet, but I want to see this continue higher, I think, to the VWAP. It's kind of what I'm looking at. Holding the 20,900 right now. VWAP's up about 75 points from here. We're going to take a long now that we got the continuation off that price. Hopefully get a pullback. All right, we're in this. Didn't even get a chance to see anything. We're in this. Trying to see if this price can hold here. All right. Quickly not holding there. Just got cooked there on that move. Want to see if this can get back to the VWAP. We're anticipating it to get to VWAP. I'm but bearish overall today. Trying to see if we can get a trade to these 20,100 whole number. It'd be a pretty attractive price. Right now we're still compressing below the EMA. Make sure everybody actually followed as well. Making sure it followed. Might get a retry this bottom here. Opening print price. First 15 minutes is almost in now. Took this long off this EMA. Just looking to see if VWAP would just trade real quickly. And now I think I'm about to take a short on the other side, buddy. So I believe. So we're gonna go right to VWAP now that I got cooked. Now that Tyler got cooked. Try and take another short here, I think, as well. Off this previous high, I think VWAP is potential. I really wanted to see us retrace to this previous high in the hourly, which is like 2100, which is what I was looking for on the EMA or the VWAP continuation. That's what Tyler took, and that was not a winner. I still think this is going to hold and push back to VWAP. first 15-minute range. Very tight. Fairly tight so far. I was up 14K last night. That came back to break even. Bro. Ugh. These markets. Brutal. Were you a part of this short? Or no, you weren't, because this was the overnight, which was pretty buns, to be honest. That ended up losing 3K, taking the next level. Damn, brother. So Thomas had a tough overnight. Tower just lost 1,000 long in the EMA. Expecting VWAP to fire. Right now we're getting a good reaction off the VWAP on the hourly. Longs. You took longs. You took longs, buddy. I don't blame you, honestly. We were holding a pretty good price, and then ended up just giving it all up. And then we just ended up giving it all right up for what I can't really find out why. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Oi, 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 oi. Market opening print price at the 20,850s. We're pretty much right there again after open for 17 minutes. I thought we were going to get a VWAP fire, sticking along on this pullback of the EMA, expecting it to fire. Couldn't get there. See what the market wants to do. We are selling. We got a pretty clean little bottom down here that could break. Could also hold and create another spot like here to get long. Overnight low. I mean, excuse me. Ugh. Nose is burning. Asia session was really sideways. London session kind of reverse swept it. Actually, did sweep it, and now we're pushing back lower. Volatility is picking up. I don't hate taking 2 lots instead for the combines. 820 to 950. So yeah, 130 points. You know, you're not wrong, buddy. We really don't need to be trading 5 right now, do we? Yeah, all right. I'll play. Still only risking the 10 points. Or would you change that now that you're 25 points then, huh? Just to give a little more room. 25 points, huh, buddy? Hey, there's a gentle fish if I've ever seen him. Good morning, sir. That is a gentle fish if I have ever noticed one. Back to the 50% of the 15-minute range. Work again later. Yes, today is I don't even know, day 12 in a row, I think. Something like that. Something like that. And today should be last day. Today should be last day. I should have the weekend off. Today's a 12-hour shift. Been started at 5 and trimming since 5 a.m. Came up here to get this in. Where did we just get to? Back to this previous range where we sold off from the first time. See if they can hold this 50%. Should push us up into the VWAP. Potentially this 21,000 whole number. That's kind of where I'm expecting us to find some selling reaction if we're going to. Yeah, Saucy. Yeah, Bubba. You said it well. 20,890s now. Kind of getting back to this 50%. Failure to get above this price again. Sellers are showing themselves right now. Still inside of the 15-minute range. Haven't broke out in either direction yet. Gonna wait for that to happen for our second entry. We already got spent on the EMA test. It's Friday, though, so you're on weekend mode at 5 o'clock, Saucy. Thomas, what are you doing? What's your plan for the day after you? Yeah, what's your play? Here's the 15-minute range test. We're about 30 points from the bottom so far. Failure to break back above the 50%. Bears are showing themselves. Excuse me. No bueno, I'm sorry. Dip in here in a few minutes. No way. Then I don't know. Then you don't know. That's stressful, Bubba. That is stressful, Bubba. I want a long here. Right now we have an intraday trend line here being formed. We get a closure above these 900s. I'm just going to long, just going to poke it. Bink, get in. Bink, market buy. Bink. Go hit a bar. You know, just something to do on a Friday night. That's actually something to do on a Friday night. Tim, that's what your play is. You go out, find a girl's place to stay at for the night. Maybe a couple more nights. You know, maybe it stretches, but at least for the night, get yourself covered. A little dick for stay, they call it. Give a little bit of dick for stay. If we can break out of this trend line here, I'm going to take an automatic long. If we get closure above it. If we get a closure here. Oh, don't wick like that. More bears, more bulls being trapped. More bulls being trapped if we can't get above this here. If we get a closure above this, I'm going to go get a fill. Failure to do so has the potential to bring us lower. Using 3 mins. Thomas is the man for that. What is it? New home sales, I mean. High impact. Yeah, okay. W, Thomas. Appreciate that. I love knowing about those. Excuse me. I love knowing about those lightning bolts now. Super useful. Minute 30. Find out these news. New home sales. Thomas is going to have a home sale. You're going to contribute to that data. La contribution to the data. Or la contribution to the data. Minute 30 seconds here. Are we going to be bullish? Are we going to be bearish? What was the sell-off for? 7:19 and just continue it on until like 8:30. Weird. Yeesh. This is very good. Yes, this is very good. Trying to possibly get out of this little trend. We'll see what happens. $30 seconds. See what happens. Go long right now. Brett, don't tell me what to do. Three, two, one. Bullish. Bank bullish. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go up there. Go ahead. Closure above the 9010s. I'll take one. Failure to do so is not what I'm looking at. What a terrible close for a candle there. A very terrible candle close, to be honest. What's the news? It's home sales, Bubba. New home sales. Let's go see what the information was. Hasn't come out yet. But it's this right here. U.S. home sales units. So how many? Oh, right here. So the forecast was 0.69 and the actual was 0.74 million. That's good. That means the economy's kind of doing the thing. Thomas is contributing to that. So it's kind of not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Not too shabby. A little bit bullish information, slightly positive. Not really a strong reaction off of this price at the moment, though. EMA's right here, and we're slowly starting to push. We are breaking out of this trend, though. It wants to keep going up higher. I just don't know. In which point it wants that. And then I'm actually overall bearish. I think today's lower. It's going to print lower than it's starting right now. We're going to close low. But I think for the short term, we're going to get a push towards like these 21,000s. Roughly. Very sideways, though. That news has pretty much just been absorbed. Hasn't really gone anywhere. Test back on the side of the trend, maybe. Really didn't want to see this give up EMA, as the EMA is kind of just curling. Delete this now. It's no longer really effective at all, actually. Actually not really effective at all, isn't it? Excuse me. Still kind of just, you know, in this 50-minute range, going sideways. We had the positive-ish home sales news, but hasn't really reacted out of it that much. Sort of getting a push now, though. Will it be for realsies? There's some stops being pushed right now. Some buy orders being filled. There's some stops being filled. Shorts being stopped out or some buys being filled. Pushing towards the top of the 15-minute range now. VWAP's only 30 points above. If we did get a dive into this price, I would probably take a long really quickly. If we can get a dive into that price, give us a quick fill. We're trying to get a fill to 902s. We're at the 920s right now. We would want it to be really quickly because the EMA is right where we're at. So if this is just going to be a quick little EMA touch, that would be ideal, of course. EMA's already risen up now to 203, though, so we may not be getting that fill. Still looking for the 902s right now. Still looking for the 902s. Otherwise, we're going to go get a VWAP test. First 15-minute range test. And then we got to just wait. We got to wait for like the 2100 level to play or VWAP to give us a setup where we kind of just give us descending highs or something. Still feel like that's a pretty tight little line here. All right, well, we didn't get to pull back to the 902s. As EMA is already to the 17s, it's probably not going to fire. We might just get a straight U recovery. Start going back towards these prices of overnight. It's not impossible, is it? Nah, it's not either. It's not quite impossible. It's not 100% either, but it's not impossible. You know what I mean? It's not possible. Just failed to get to the 15-minute range there. Just shy. Bulls are still pushing, but looks like it's a little less steamy. We're looking for a short. We just got to find the time. It's either going to be at this VWAP, push this 15-minute high, a little retrace, a little retest of the previous high, something like that. Pull back into the EMA, pull back into this trend line possibly as well. If we got to dip into this price, I would take it. Wouldn't really want to see it give up the EMA here, but she might. And there's a dip into the EMA again. Pretty decent reaction. Trying the top of the range now. Can we get there? All the movement has been happening overnight in pre-markets lately. Like New York session has been just so... Excuse me. New York session has just been so boring. Just boring. Hey. 20,935s right now. I want to see the VWAP get tested to the 61s, and then I'm looking for the 21,000 whole number to react. Find a short there and see if we can get a move. Here's a test into the EMA again. Technically failure to break out of the 15-minute range here. What am I doing? Oh my god. Trying this trend line again. If we can't support this price test here, well, that would be interesting. If we can't support this EMA price or this trend line price test here, it's not looking great. Kind of can call this a double top. It's pretty similar, pretty close. Decent reaction off the trend line so far. Why'd you take your order off? At the 902s, it was just too low. Once we got that breakout, I wouldn't really want to see the 902 get tested again. Once we started holding this, I would have wanted the second candle after the breakout to come test this previous range and give us a little fill. But she didn't do that. And so, yeah, we're kind of pushing higher right now. And we're looking for shorts overall if this is going to get to the VWAP. Here it is. Here's a VWAP push. 20,970s. I want to see the reaction off the 21,000 whole number. This is kind of where I'm bearish on the day. If we can't get above that, I'd be bearish. If we are going to get above that, then we can target overnight highs and all that liquidity that we sold off from. Strong candle here. Let's see how it closes. Let's see the continuation. Nice little pop. Excuse me. Pull into the EMA or the VWAP. We swept into it. See the reaction here from the sellers. $53 is the top of the 15-minute range. This candle broke through that with some strength into the VWAP. I really wanted to see 21,000 traded. I feel like she's doing a whole lot of nada. I mean, we're getting some movement. We are. Technically, we've only been up since market open. Opening print price with the 28.50 is up about 120 points from there. Getting close to this 21,000 whole number. Looking like we're about to try to test this previous breakout candle wick. Test the previous breakout candle's wick. Just a nice good old stretch, you know. Surely you gotta go long if we do. Oh, Saucy, you want me to go long? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, you want me to go long? Okay. Hey, we're taking a long right here for you, bub. At the 51s. Right now, price at the 57. So that's got to be a sign. Give me this fill. The 52s. Are we trying to get long right now? No, we're technically at the 51s. Well, we're in there. See what happens. We need more, though. We need 26 to pass. And I don't like that. That 26 is way above the... I don't like that 26 is above the 21,000 whole number. But we'll find out. It's always a sign. It's a sign, buddy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying right now? Let's get back above this VWAP. Let's hold this 15-minute range peak. Get back into VWAP. From there, we should be able to push this previous high. Failure to get into VWAP would be no bueno for our position. Yeah, we're at 15 points above where I'd like to be with it. So that's not ideal for us, realistically, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We're taking a long here off the top of this 15-minute range. See if we can get a hold. Unfortunately, we do have to push a little higher than I want. So maybe I just have to add in a contract somewhere to get to our 26. But we'll see what happens. Important right now is just to hold this EMA and get back above the VWAP. That's going to be the next obstacle. We want to hold EMA here. Otherwise, it is a no bueno for our position. It's hard to see the number on the phone through the stream. Which number, Saucy? There's a lot of numbers, but... number of where price is at right now? I like that we're below this trend line if we do get our test. Because technically this trend line should support here if our trade's going to be validated. Otherwise, we're just going to be on the wrong side of this anyways. Getting a dip into the 15-minute range. I want to see buyers come here support this price. The market numbers on the right. Yeah, that makes sense. There's a lot of numbers there. It's also... yeah. Well, here's a trend line touch. Got to see this react. Otherwise, this is no bueno. Might as well just let it bust us as well. Just let it bust us. Not seeing the reaction we wanted to see. This isn't looking very bueno. It's looking pretty non-bueno. Market's been moving in pretty straight lines lately. Not a whole lot of retests, not a lot of whole retries, just straight moves, it feels like. Yeah, and that's that, gentlemen. And not have been able to hit it lately. Just haven't been able to get in there lately. Got to test to this previous hourly or this previous high here. I was wanting to see 21,000 traded, not this freaking 92, but we didn't get it. So then I kind of was hoping that would pull in, and then we got to pull the other way. And as this is now breaking through this trend line, like this is what you want. This is the short. This is the position you want to be in. We'd wait for a retest of like, yeah, probably VWAP. Probably get a short at VWAP or something like that. And this couldn't just. But, gentle fish, that didn't happen. Not today. Not today. We lost some money today. It's been painful. It's been a struggle, but we're here. We'll continue. We'll be back tomorrow doing it again or next week. I love you, Saucy. Have a good Friday. Good luck. Good luck finishing the rest of the work day. And you're on weekend mode soon. Thomas, I love you too, buddy. I hope you figure out what you're doing for the night, and it's not too bad. What's up, Twister? Happy to see you, brother. I'd be looking for shorts right now at like a VWAP test, maybe this EMA test, just to let you know. But I am getting out of here, so sorry to be getting out of here early. We already blew the account early try this morning. We tried to take a long on this initial pullback, trying to target VWAP. Got ripped through, and then we just took another long here looking for a continuation and also ripped through. So got stuck on the bottom both times, but it's okay. We'll be back next week doing it again. Twister, I really appreciate you stopping in, man. It means a lot. Brent, I love you. See you later, Tim, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, and enjoy your weekend. Get some sun. See your family. Laugh. Bye, guys.